I told you the WrestleMania video was coming. I know y'all thinking, y'all was like, nah, Wes ain't about to do it. It's been like 3 days. He's been saying it for like 3 different videos. He ain't about to pump out no WrestleMania review video. But I did, and here it is. WrestleMania sucked. Nah, I'm just messing with you. To be honest, looking at it now, 2 weeks out, and seeing what they had to work with overall, no crowd. Some people leaving, like Roman Reigns not being able to compete in the WrestleMania event, and just redoing the show. I gotta give it overall a 7 out of 10 for the effort. I mean, overall, it wasn't really too bad. We had some good matches up in there. For me, mainly, I just was not interested in it because the build-up was it just wasn't there for me. The build-up to the only match that I think had some really good build was Edge versus Randy Orton, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And, yeah, everything else was just like, all right, it's a match happening. And that's kind of how they announced it. A lot of this stuff was announced like 2 days, 3 days out. So, yeah. I ain't going to talk about every match in depth crazily. I'm kind of breaking this into parts. Like neutral matches I ain't really care for, and then the matches that I did like. Now, neutral matches that were pretty good. Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. They had a pretty good match. We had the Street Profits taking on Angel Garza and Austin Theory. That was pretty good. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. That was a good match. My boy Otis got the dub, and the girl Mandy Rose. Shout out to Otis. I think everybody wanted to see that. Everybody was hyped for Otis. That had a solid build up to it. You had Sonya trying to sabotage. Well, not trying to. She did sabotage Sonya. She sabotaged Mandy Rose and Otis' date in favor for Dolph Ziggler so he could swoop in and steal the girl. Some hacker exposed them. Mandy found out. She helped Otis, her man, get the dub. They rolled off into sunset. Boy, Otis got his WrestleMania moment. And let's see. We had a ladder match with Jimmy Uso, Kofi Kingston, John Morrison representing their teams, and they threw down. I think that's one of the matches that hurt it not having a crowd. I feel like if a crowd would have been in that match, it would have been even better. But to be honest, everybody enjoyed it anyway. What was funny about some of these matches was the trash talk that you don't normally get to hear because the crowd drowned out the noise. So it was. I enjoyed those. What else we had? Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. If I'm just going by pure match quality overall, the boys had the best match all weekend, no doubt about it. I'm not really surprised. I think when it just comes down to all-around performers in the WWE right now, besides if you include NXT, like, Adam Cole, Keith Lee and them, main roster, I think Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, it don't get too much better than them. Of course you got AJ Styles, but he dang near Hall of Famer already. He cannot do nothing for the rest of his career, and I ain't gonna hold nothing against him. Real talk. And yeah, that was a great match. Kevin Owens got the dub. Got his WrestleMania moment in. Seth Rollins, first WrestleMania, he don't walk away with a win. And then I want to talk about the women's, not just the women's, but the championship matches overall. The main championship matches. WWE Universal title, SmackDown Women's Champion, Raw Women's Championship, and the NXT Women's Championship match. I started with NXT. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair won the Royal Rumble. Decided to challenge Rhea Ripley for her strap as opposed to the two main world titles. Good match. One of Rhea Ripley's better performances. Charlotte threw down like usual, as she usually does. Gotta say, not that I'm surprised with the result, but not a fan of it. We don't really need Charlotte to win every match, every championship. She done been NXT champion 2 times now, on top of being Women's World Champion 10 times. Like, they really going with the whole Flair thing. Like, she's gonna have 16 world titles, maybe 20, maybe 30. And she said she's gonna defend it across all three brands, which, I mean, that's cool, but it just really means she's just gonna keep beating everybody like she already been doing. So I don't really see too much benefit out of it. I feel like if Rhea Ripley would have got the dub in this one, it would have just legitimized her as a top champion, beating Charlotte Flair, defending her belt, and she could have defended it probably across three brands. Or even if she just still put it in NXT, it would have raised the level of NXT even higher. But hey, it is what it is. Charlotte Flair got the win, and she's set to face Io Shirai, that's a dream match. We had Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. And honestly, like, the match wasn't bad, but I gotta say, it was pretty lackluster. I mean, it's not something that I'm gonna ever even rewatch or probably even think about. A lot of people complained about the ending with Becky was in a chokehold, then she backflipped out of it, rolled up Shayna Baszler. I mean, I don't really care too much for the ending. Like I told you, the match to me was lackluster anyway. I feel like Becky Lynch needs to drop the title, not because I'm not a fan or I don't think she's a good champion. I just feel like her reign, this specific reign, is kind of fizzled out, and she just needs new direction, you know? I don't think they're utilizing her star power to the best that they can. Like, kind of like Stone Cold. Sure, he won a lot of world titles, a good 6 of them, but he wasn't, that wasn't the main thing of Stone Cold that we wanted to see. He had multiple directions going. He had rivalries, NWO, Vince McMahon, just causing pure chaos throughout the brand. Triple H. Becky doesn't need the title to be relevant. Like, she's had her great championship moments. I feel like they should just give her something fresh, something different to work with, Then we had the SmackDown Women's Championship match, which it was pretty good. Fatal 5-way or something like that. Like Naomi, Tamina, Lacey Evans, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, the champ. And Bayley got the dub. It seems like they planning something with her and Sasha Banks down the line. Maybe a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Sasha Banks might turn on her soon, or the other way around. But they definitely got something planned. Probably saving it for SummerSlam or something like that. It's not too far away. Would be a big event, and it would be a nice little callback to their match that they had in NXT. So hopefully they do something with that.